All right, hello, welcome to Football Twaddle. My name is Saru. I have my friend Yash with me. Yash, what's up?
What's up? What's up?
We were trying to figure out why can't, like, what would it take for Baru to not be part of the podcast on a regular basis this week? And we find out it's the Queen's death.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
that is the, he's mourning.
Yeah. And I mean, the Queen's death has led to a series of unfortunate events, which include Baru not being here.
Yeah, which is of the most importance to us.
Mm.
But let's talk about the second unfortunate event that has happened. They, for some reason, Premier League postponed the fixtures on the
Right.
weekend.
Mm.
Do you understand why they did that? Because from my understanding, other sports in England went ahead and they paid their respects and they just went on.
Yeah, but I mean, come on. Like, nobody, I mean, a very few people actually watch cricket and whatever other sports in football. There are like 10 games in the Premier League and maybe whatever 30, 40 more in the Football League, etc., etc. So it's clearly a policing issue. I mean, in the coming weekend, they've clearly said that the two games that they're canceling, which is Chelsea, Liverpool, and Manchester United Leeds, they're canceling for policing. And I feel that
Correct.
was the real reason for the cancellations last week as well.
But see, you're in the World Cup year. You have to play every 3 days
Yeah.
already. And you know there is going to be a policing issue around cremation, right? She's going to be cremated very soon now, or has she already been cremated?
I don't know. Something's gonna happen coming Monday. I'm not sure. So
Exactly, and that is why there is a policing issue. Man, these guys think through it so much. It's amazing.
or not think through and just panic and take stupid decisions.
Yes, and these are the people, yes. Now let's come to the main point. They think they can dictate to Todd Boehly on how how the game should be run. These
Yeah.
fellows who can't even sort out police for a weekend
Mhm.
think they can talk to the great Yankee Todd Boehly on how to give money to lower on the pyramid. Like, what is going on?
God knows, man. But all those statements are probably to distract from the fact that he's sacked a manager and appointed a new one.
No, 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 no. Those statements aren't. So there's this huge conference in the US called SALT, and
Okay.
Todd was one of the guests in that,
Mm-hmm.
and they actually spoke to him about a range of subjects on what's the difference between the other teams he owns and football,
Right.
and then he obviously spoke about Tuchel, and then he
Mm.
spoke about how you could make money to actually keep the game sustaining in lower the pyramid. He actually spoke about a credit fund. I didn't know that he's a part owner in one of the most luxury hotel properties called Oman. So it was a wide-ranging interview. It has nothing to do with him making out statements because Tuchel was sacked, right? But let's tackle the proposals. What do you make of North versus South? May generate money and give it to the championship teams.
I think that's a dreadful idea. It might be an interesting game, but I mean, the reason why the community shield or the charity shield is played is for good causes. I don't think teams lower down the pyramid need like a charity game for them.
So the thing is, teams lower down the pyramid always cry that whatever money
No, fair
that's
enough,
made,
but the
92% of it goes to Premier League.
yeah, but there are 72 teams in the football league, right? Below the Premier League. I don't think
Hmm.
one All-Star game is going to generate so much money to keep, to make that much of a difference for the teams lower down.
Oh, so you
So,
want more All-Star games? So
yeah.
your problem is just the one game. If it was like a series
Hmm.
of 6 games, you're okay with it.
Or just, like the football league, the Premier League should have like a football league tax the
Man,
rich, give it to the
you
poor.
you know such things are never going to happen. I mean, I found it like an amusing and interesting idea. I don't. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, all these guys are shooting
Hmm.
it down.
Yeah.
It need not be North versus South, right? But
But that's the
having one,
general divide in England, right? So, I mean, Northerners and Southerners. So that's
yeah,
sort of makes sense.
I was actually hearing Danny Murphy speak on an interview on Talksport, and he said
Hmm.
maybe now there is not so much because it's a global game and
Right.
there's a lot of foreigners in Premier League. But when they started playing, there was a
Hmm.
genuine North and
Yeah.
South divide, and the North guys used to like make fun of South guys for being soft.
Hmm.
So,
So yeah,
I mean,
this
I okay,
historical divide does exist, and But I mean, how stickler the English are for their tradition. So this is not going to happen. I don't think they're going to change this season for this.
No, I'm not saying change for
Mhm.
this season, but you're saying that because of them being sticklers for tradition, this North versus South idea will never take off.
Yeah, because there is already so much fixture congestion. They're not going to find space for this sort of,
Oh,
spectacles.
okay. I now that we're thinking, I have an idea. Make the Carabao Cup only for championship and below teams.
Yeah,
You will have enough.
that sounds good. I mean, I think Carabao Cup is a silly competition, man. It's just at least
I
the
don't know.
teams that are in Europe shouldn't be playing in
Oh yeah, yes. West Ham will be so like. Do we win Carabao Cup or do we play the Conference League? What do we do?
it.
But yeah, they should come up with some ideas. I see Todd Boehly. I appreciate one thing. That guy is so out there, right?
Hmm.
He's. I have not seen who are the other American owners. They don't say anything. This
Dude,
guy is actually willing to
Glazers are famous for being like
be
being
quiet.
faceless.
Yeah, so Glazers are there. Stan Kroenke,
Yeah,
the Aston Villa
Henry.
owner. Yeah, Henry. What does he say? Nothing. Crystal
Nothing. Yeah.
Palace owner. All of
Mhm.
them. So at least I
I mean, he's
appreciate
coming
Todd
up with
Boehly.
ideas. Maybe his next, like whatever, 2 or 3 ideas will be more interesting and more feasible.
Yes, and his second idea, which I think is going to be implemented very soon, they're just not stopping with Chelsea. So they are now going to buy a club in Portugal.
Okay.
We don't know the name of the club, and he literally admitted to as much that Portugal is probably the most likely destination for us to buy another club. And what they want to do is use Portugal as a feeder club where they send out their loanees,
Hmm.
and then if they develop, either sell them or bring them back. So he is basically wants to implement the Red Bull model or even the City model,
City
but
more.
he seems to be very very impressed with the Red Bull model.
Hmm. Yeah, because
So
frankly, the Red Bull model is impressive. It's just that they have not taken the next step, to become to build teams that will win leagues in the in the bigger countries.
yeah, that's
So
because they keep selling their best players outside and they keep
yeah, yeah,
selling their
yeah.
coach to Bayern Munich.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, I don't think Red Bull really cares that much about actually winning the leagues. I think they win in Austria, and that's all about for them because they're an Austrian company. This strategy makes Boehly sound like a serious manager, because if he's going to buy a feeder club, that just proves that how interested he is in making Chelsea successful. On top of that, Portugal is a good nursery. It's a good springboard for the South American players to come in.
Yeah, yeah.
Because if
So
they land up in England with that England weather, they're not gonna be very pleased
he,
about it.
he's had he's had meetings with George Mendes already,
Hmm.
and what Boli said in that interview was that agents control a lot of people, how people travel,
Right.
and which club they go to, and he's like getting a foot in that and cracking. So he's clearly thought through a lot of things.
Yeah.
But anyway, I really don't appreciate the English throwing out Boli's suggestions and calling him all sorts of names. I think
Hmm.
that's going to stick to him. But he seems like a very thick-skinned guy, something like the Saudis or Roman Abramovich. I don't think he
Hmm.
really gives a shit about what people say about him. So yeah.
Uh,
Anyway, let's talk a little about football. What Champions League games did you watch? We are recording this on a Thursday
so
night, so that we could have watched all.
yeah. Yeah, there were so many games. So I was flipping through channels. I watched a little bit of Spurs because it was an early kickoff, and they managed to concede two in the last minute. Insane.
Let's start with that. Oh man, Junior Mo beats Antonio Conte as well.
Yes. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, dude. So he was about to Todd Boehly. Clearly, this the theme of this today's podcast is Todd Boehly. He loves the sporting manager. That guy's 37 years old, and he's taken a course under Jose Mourinho in 2018. So
Man, is he already lining up a successor for Potter?
no, he said I love this guy very much. So you can be very sure he'll come to England at some point.
Right.
But dude, Sporting played so well. They just and why is Conte's record so bad in Europe? Like why? Why?
Uh,
Why?
I
Yes, why?
I don't know, man. It's just I don't know. There's some voodoo that is affecting me, because otherwise, with three at the back being very stingy, that it's like an ideal formation and style to play in Europe, is what I feel. But
Yeah, but he's been bad in
he's been
Europe
messing up.
since
Yeah, he's been
2000,
absolutely messing up. It's
since 2011.
Yeah, but I think they're in a decent group, so I think they'll progress.
I don't think so. Even that win against Marseille, they scored all their goals after the red card. I think
Yeah.
Alexis Sanchez and the Arsenal clan will whoop their ass. And if Sporting also wins one more, I think Spurs will play Manchester United in the in the quarterfinal of Europa
God.
League very very
I
soon.
don't want any of these English teams to drop out, man. I want them to go into the knockout phases and get destroyed by the better European teams.
Oh, that way.
Yeah.
Talking of destroying, I didn't think we saw destruction, but Lewandowski went back to Bayern.
Yeah, and missed a couple of good chances.
Yeah, you think, are we talking fixing or it's just the
No,
nature of the game?
no. So even yeah, the goalkeeper Neuer passed to Lewandowski by mistake. So it's just sort of confusion, I guess. It's like, "Arey, what the hell?"
Oh, you think they're not yet used to not playing against each other,
Yeah,
so they're just like, oh,
it's
that way.
like at
But
the last moment, am I shooting at the wrong goal? Why is Neuer here?
did you watch the game? Barcelona played
Yeah, I
quite
did. They
decent.
yeah, Barcelona played pretty well, and it was very direct and counter attacking football because clearly Bayern have better players and they're a more settled team. But yeah, they gave Bayern a lot of trouble. They got into their box a lot. They defended deep. I think the Barcelona midfield was practically non-existent. How easily Bayern were reaching Barca's box, but once they got to the
Yeah,
box, they were just crowded out.
there was a sense of sadness when I saw Barcelona play well. I was like, this should not be happening. But
Yeah.
somehow they seem to have got a team which can do decently if
Yeah,
they.
yeah. So, I mean, Xavi have somehow got Usman Dembele to work well, man. Once the ball comes to him, he runs very fast, dribbles decently. So he's very good for progressing the ball, I guess. And
Yeah.
Pedri and Gavi played well.
I also read that Man City didn't deserve to beat Dortmund, but they somehow beat them. Is that true? Or you have no idea?
Uh, I watched some of that game, and I didn't think Dortmund were troubling City much. So
Okay.
the case can't be made for a Dortmund victory. I mean, they went ahead in the game.
I see.
Bellingham was playing very well. He's a future superstar. But yeah, I mean, this is not the classic Dortmund, man. This is a pale shadow of the old
What
Dortmund
it was.
under Tuchel or even Klopp. So yeah, they're doing well to hold City to, I think City didn't have a shot on target until they
Oh.
scored. I mean, Stones out of sheer frustration put his foot onto the ball and got it on target. So yeah, so they defended well. It was an away game, and that goal I saw it in the highlights later, yeah, by Holland. It was incredible, man, to actually
So
generate that much power so high in the air.
that guy, he's a beast, dude. He is. But I don't think he'll ever be a superstar. I don't think he has that charisma.
Probably not.
Like, you need to be a media personality also.
Hmm,
People should listen to you. He seems like, okay,
that's true.
I don't think he'll get a lot of endorsements if that's what it means.
Maybe he'll
All
get
right,
the
like,
Khali endorsements.
oh yeah, Ambuja Cements. Haaland will do ads for Ambuja
Yeah.
Cements. All right, Messi scored for the 18th season in a row in Champions League.
Okay.
How do you think that makes Cristiano feel?
I think Cristiano is. I don't know, man. This is such a random stat. I mean, all three of the forwards scored in this game. They're playing against what Jewish farmers, no?
Maccabi Haifa.
Yeah. So I
Yeah,
mean,
but
they were
that's
very
not.
much at home playing against.
Yeah, that's not the point. Yes, we are talking about Cristiano's feelings here. Do you think he's hurt a little
I think he's
that he
sad.
wanted to? He probably like Sporting also didn't want to take him, and they beat Spurs, and now
Yeah,
Messi
yeah.
scored in the 18th season in
No,
a row.
no, but for certain, Ronaldo is miserable. This is not a good time for him.
All right. There's Europa League today. I'm obviously going to be watching Roma. I'm assuming you're going to be watching Manchester United. Who are
Yeah.
they playing?
Oh, that team,
That.
Sheriff
Oh, dude, Sheriff. Didn't
from
Sheriff have some
Transnistria.
great? Didn't Sheriff have a great time a few seasons ago in the Champions League and
Dude,
all of
last
that?
season they beat Real Madrid, who went on to win the title.
Correct. Yes, yes.
So,
So, so it's not going to be an easy game for Manchester.
I don't think so because they are they are like the Man City of that country. So they have a bunch of Brazilians and
Mm,
I mean they're
oh,
playing next to a war zone, man. Moldova is like right next to Ukraine. So
but
this is
there's
a
no war in there's
I
no war
know,
in
but it's
Moldova yet.
yeah. I mean, I guess the Russians haven't reached there yet, but yeah, this is a proper Far Eastern Europa League tie, and considering United have already lost their first game, it's going to be a banana skin.
Oh, dude, I hope Sheriff beats United. I mean, you United fans have to be taken down a peg.
From
You guys
where?
just jump. I don't know. You guys got excited from Liverpool game onward. It's become unbearable for me.
Oh man, Liverpool are so lucky, dude. And I'm not even talking about. This is not a segue to Matip's last minute goal or whatever. I think whenever Klopp has been in trouble, his game somehow gets cancelled. Even like 2 seasons
Yeah,
ago,
but
because
his
of
game
that.
against Chelsea is cancelled, dude. Chelsea are only wobbling.
No, but I'm sure when these games get rescheduled, Klopp will whip his team into shape by then.
Yeah, but by
To
then
couple of
Potter would have
seasons ago,
whipped
don't you
Chelsea.
remember when the whole Super League fiasco had happened and Liverpool were in terrible form and the game had to be cancelled because United fans stormed Old Trafford. And so by the end of the season, he had everyone back, and that's how we got into the Champions League. Otherwise, there's a real
That is
possibility.
United's fault, no?
Yeah, yeah, of course it
United
is.
fans' fault.
Yeah. It's also
Okay,
luck.
before we take the break, we should talk about Anthony Martial. Did you read his comments about Jose Mourinho and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer?
Yeah, I mean, for a guy who seems to be very quiet on the pitch, it certainly does talk, you know, in the
Yeah,
media.
so I mean, I think the gist of what I understood is
Yeah.
that he had the number 11 shirt and Mourinho, no, he had the number 9 shirt and
Nine shirt.
Mourinho
Yeah,
gave
yeah.
him the number 11,
Hmm.
and he called it treachery.
But it's okay, man. That's
And
what makes Mo so great, no?
dude, come on, Mo is made for bigger treachery than like just changing shirt numbers. I'm sure he didn't even think. I mean, put yourself in Mourinho's shoes. He's like, I've done so much scams in my life. I've done so much. I didn't think that I would be called. This will be called treachery.
Yeah, I'm sure it's just like daily bothersome random thing that he just ignored and doesn't remember.
Yeah, like I mean, what will Paulo Dybala say? Dybala wanted the number 8 jersey, but they gave it to Matic, and then Matic
Hmm.
told Dybala, "No, no, you can have the jersey." And then I see now Dybala is wearing some 21, and Matic keeps it. So I think even if both the players like discussed and they said, "Oh, you keep the edge," I'm sure Mo said, "No, what the
Yeah.
hell? I decide the number."
Oh man.
So yeah, but his comments on Solskjaer were more surprising. I mean, what was the backstabbing he was talking about? Didn't Solskjaer give him enough chances and
Uh,
everything?
Probably, I think. I mean, when United signed Cavani, Cavani was in better form, so I used to start Cavani
No.
over him at
Oh yeah, he
times.
said I played under for Solskjaer injured, and even then,
Oh yeah, that bit. But he also said, I mean, he was, I guess, slightly contradictory. He said that I was better off when I played more and so on.
no, that way. Roger Federer
Yeah.
retired today.
Mm-hmm.
What a sad day, man.
Yeah, sad day for sports all around.
Yes, Nadal has just posted
Mm-hmm.
about Federer, but he doesn't have a Twitter account annoyingly.
It
So
is. Where did he put it? TikTok.
I don't think that was. Oh, yes, I found it. So this is how Nadal said, "Dear Roger, my friend and rival, I wish this day would have never come." Oh
Mm.
God, this guy's so cringeworthy. It's a sad day for me personally and for sports all around the world. It's been a pleasure, but also an honor and privilege to share all these years with you, living so many amazing moments on and off court. While we will have many more moments to share together in the future, there are lots of things to do together still. We know what. What's he hinting at? What does he mean?
Man.
For now, I truly wish you all the happiness with your wife, Mirka, your kids, your family, and enjoy what's ahead of you. I'll see you in London, Labour Cup. Oh, dude. This makes me so sad that, I mean, it makes me already sad that Federer is retiring. Now I have to,
Mhm.
like, fucking respect Nadal for, like, posting this also. Yes, on that sad note, let's take a break and let's talk
Yep.
about the games which are coming up this weekend. Stay tuned to Football Twaddle. Welcome back to Football Twaddle. I know my game of the week and it is in Serie A, but since we talk a lot about Premier League, I was just going through the fixtures and Brighton versus Crystal Palace is postponed.
Yeah.
Yes, you seem to know way more about why this game is postponed.
Yeah, so the railway line which goes from London to Brighton or Hove/Hove,
Huh.
the railway workers on it have a strike for whatever reason. So even before the death of Her Majesty, the late Her Majesty, this game was postponed.
So they have a strike on that day only.
Yeah, that particular day, dude.
Why can't they strike when like United, Arsenal, or Chelsea are going to Brighton? Like what they thought, Crystal Palace fans are so much in number that their strike is going to be effective for this game.
God knows, man. So
Oh,
weird. This
did you
is.
know? Did you realize Adam Lallana is now the caretaker manager of Brighton?
Oh, damn. So player manager.
I don't know if he's a player manager, but it seems Brighton have been preparing for this day for a year, and they know whom they want to hire next. It looks like it's going to be that guy who beat Mourinho 6-2 last year, Bodo Glimt.
Okay.
So it may be that manager, but in the meanwhile, Adam Lallana is the caretaker manager. I'm so happy for him. That guy had a good career going until injury screwed him over.
Yeah. Like
All right.
before
So
England became really good, he was one of the better ones. That bad
correct.
generation in the middle.
Yeah, and how do we know Gareth Southgate for sure didn't pick him in the starting 11? So we're like, he must be a great player.
Oh dear.
All right. So what games are you going to watch this weekend, Yash?
I am going to watch, since so many good games are postponed. I'm gonna watch Tottenham versus Leicester City late Sunday night.
What? I thought you would choose like Everton, West Ham,
Why? I mean, this seems to be an
because
interest. This seems to be a game which has the most decent players on both sides. There's Madison and Tillemans and everyone in Leicester. Spurs have Kuleski and Kane,
yeah,
etc.
I hope Brendan Rodgers has taken this 10 days to whip his
etc.
Leicester into some sort of shape
Yeah.
because I have a feeling that they're in a massive relegation battle right now.
Hmm.
And so yeah, what's your prediction for the game?
I think Tottenham will win 3-1. It will be a
What?
comfortable win.
God, you're going to watch a game for Tottenham win?
Yeah,
Really?
but see, when Tottenham win, even if they win comfortably, it's not. It doesn't look comfortable. It looks like a labored win because it's a country team. Right? So,
All right. Okay. Since we don't have Baru, I will choose two games for this week,
mhm.
and both are in Serie A. First is going to be Roma versus Atalanta.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, Atlanta have lost a few players, but they've started the season well. They're on 14 points after six games, and Roma are on 13 after six.
Right.
That's going to be really good. And
Mhm.
then I'm also going to watch Milan versus Napoli.
Okay.
And you should watch Milan versus Napoli as well, Yash. If you're not going to watch Roma,
Yeah,
Atlanta,
they,
don't
this
watch it.
seem like two good teams going at it.
No, Spalletti manages Napoli, and they're doing very well.
Obviously, they thrashed
And
Liverpool last week.
dude, did you watch that? Oh God, they were so good.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't watch the game again. I watched highlights, so they looked very good now.
Yeah, and they're playing so well. But you should watch Napoli to check
Mhm.
out this player. He is the next superstar.
Who?
Kvicha Kvaratskhelia. But
Okay.
just call him Kvicha, dude. He is. He is. He already has YouTube reels, so he's
Nice.
that good.
I see.
So please watch Milan Napoli. I have
All
a
right.
feeling that match is going to be a high scoring 3-3 draw
Mm.
or a Napoli win. And
All
Roma
right.
Atlanta, I think Roma is going to beat Atlanta 2-0.
Nice.
And Mourinho is going to come back with the statement. For how long we've not beaten a team in the top four? One day, something like that. So yeah, all right. Oh, and I have a feeling Leicester is going to beat Tottenham 1-0.
Wow. That's a shock.
Just to forward my theory of how Antonio Conte is good, screws up Benitez midweek fixtures. So I'm going to stick my neck out and say that.
Mhm.
And I'm meeting you on Sunday.
All
So,
right.
all right.
Let's see.
Okay, yes, take care, man.
Okay. Bye bye.
All righty, guys. Bye bye. Take care.